Hello, everybody. It's me, Ryan, here to read the beer of the week. Yay! And I guess I will be putting them down in the description because I was told that I need to start doing that. So I will start doing that. So this week's beer of the week, because Cody, his autistic brain is all fucked up and like a wet Cocoa Puff, constantly wet like his head. So this week's beer of the week is from 18th Street Brewing. It is called Devil's Cup. So this is a pale ale. So it's devilishly hoppy. This pale ale leaves a balanced bitterness and a blasphemily. You
fucked it up, dude. No, keep going. Keep going.
It's a hard word. Blasphemously. Divine tropical hop flavor on the tongue. So it's pale ale, like I said. The hops are Warrior, Summit, and Falconer's Flight. It's available in 16-ounce cans, 6 stills, and half barrels. I don't even know what the fuck that is. So thank you to 18th Street Brew Company for this flagship beer located in Hammond Brew Pub and Gary Brewery and Tap Room.
That was fucking garbage.
We're doing it again.
No, we're not. No, keep going. Keep going. Now let's get into the episode.
What? Give me a fucking break, okay? That's a hard word.
Garbage.
Yeah.
That's all that was. Autistic brain? Me?
Yeah.
That was fucking terrible.
Leave me alone, I have Tourette's.
Horrible. That was so bad. Thank you, 18th Street Brewery, for this amazing beer. It's fucking incredible.
It's okay.
It actually, it's pretty fucking good.
They got a fetish with skulls and shit.
So thank you again, and quit talking shit about this brewery.
I'm not.
This is a very popular brewery here in Indiana. So thank you again, guys. It's a great beer. Now
it's like north. We've never even been that far up in the state.
Now that we have established that Ryan is fucking terrible at this, and I was kind of upset when you said your name because I wanted you to read it. And I wanted to see if people could figure out if it was you or not. But it's clear that it is definitely fucking you.
Well, I sound like Fabio, like a handsome, like strong man. So, of course,
you sound like your face is so fat you can't open your mouth all the way.
Whoa. Nice. Whatever.
I'm so sorry, Ryan.
Well, I imagine you speak like that. Fucking idiot.
Not at all. So, thank you again for listening to that terrible intro, guys. It's terrible beer of the week. We're not going to do that with Ryan anymore. I mean, you might as well just record a whole episode by yourself because that was fucking horrific to see. Like I felt kind of bad for you.
It was not that bad.
I'm surprised you made it to 27. Like, how do you talk like that?
You've done a lot worse.
Is that how you talk in public?
What?
Is that how you go to pick up girls? You're like, hi.
Well, usually I don't have to say blasphemously.
What?
Blasphemously.
Remember, how do you say burglary again?
Burglary.
No, you say burglary.
It's burglary.
Yeah, it's burglary. Now you fucked me up.
Burglary.
It's burglary, but you say burglary.
Yeah. So I get my shit all mixed and matched sometimes. Big whoop.
And I'm the one that's
yeah, but you do it every week.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Cummcast. I'm Ryan, your host, the cool one, your best friend, and Cody's here too.
Ryan has 0 friends, so you're not his best friend.
Everybody's my best friend.
You're one of those people. Yeah, you and fucking whatever the fuck his name is. Hang out for like just an example. You and Steve hang out for one fucking night. You're like, oh, that's my best friend. We're best friends. We're best friends.
I'm not that person.
Meanwhile, dude don't even know you. It probably don't even like you. So everybody's your best friend. All right.
That's like always a Vicky. Vicky's always the person who's just like, they're my best friend.
Who the fuck is Vicky?
I don't know.
I don't know any. Do you know anybody named Vicky?
No.
Me neither.
But like Vicky's always that person who's just like, oh my gosh, I'm such a morning person. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. They're always my best friend. Yeah. That's a Vicky.
I have a friend. He is exactly like that. You're like, oh yeah, I know her. She's like my best friend. We've been best friends forever. I'm like, how many best friends do you have? You have like 30. Nobody has that many best friends. Like, I guarantee 98% of them don't even like you and they think you're annoying.
Well, that's like how I used to talk. I would say, or I'd be telling, if I was telling multiple stories in one night to a group of people or something, I would always say, my friend did this, my friend did that, my friend did this. And it's like, oh, you sure got a lot of friends, don't you? And I was like, I mean, I know a lot of people, but I just say my friends, so, I don't say their name, I just say my friend.
Saying friend is a lot easier than saying my acquaintance and I did this.
I mean, if you're not my friend, I just call you like, hey, that prick over there, or this C word over there.
This old boy. This old boy or old girl, that's what I call him. But no, I'm not going to say my work friend did this or this acquaintance and I did. No, that's
I don't know. When I talk about people, I either know your name, I call you a friend, a C word, or a bitch. And other than that,
what the fuck?
It's like, hey, you see that bitch over there? That's what I say. Granted, that's
not
probably
pertaining to women.
That's not the best, huh?
We're not pertaining that to women.
Oh, it's fucking everybody. I don't give a shit.
Fucking everybody.
I don't give a shit if I don't.
Ryan doesn't like people as much as I do.
I don't know if there's some. Remember we were talking about that kid. When we went to Florida that one time, he was picking up the seashells and sticking pointy end up because he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, because he's a fucking
And I was
prick.
like, yeah, that fucking bitch over there is over here shoving seashells in the ground with pointy side up. People walking around
Okay,
here.
that
no
kid
goddamn shoes on.
That is kind of a dick move. I mean, that kid was probably 6.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's a bitch.
And he was purposely taking these seashells and pointing them straight up.
Yeah, pointy side up.
Yeah, pointy side up in the sands.
Might as well
for people to step on them.
Breaking freaking Corona bottles on the goddamn beach.
Yeah, that's just like
Douchebag.
like throwing a box of nails or screws out into the middle of a road. I mean, that's
you've ran over a box of screws or nails in the middle of the road.
I have, but that's the same. Yeah, that kid is kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
To be honest. See,
that's how I talk, people. You're either a bitch, a C word. I know your name or you're a friend, so you might want to be 2 of the better ones.
Well, I'm no better sometimes. When I was bigger and we'd be sitting in a restaurant eating, kids, you knew which parents raised their kids the right way to not judge people on how they look, and you knew the parents that didn't. So if a kid walked by you and say, "Mom, that guy's fat," that's a shitty parent. Because they didn't teach them that it doesn't matter.
There was a little bit. It happened to me all the time. That's why I don't fucking go out. You fucking go in a restaurant. I was at some steakhouse somewhere, and it was like this little kid was talking to his mom. He was like, "Mom, that guy's fat." I walked by to the table, and we were leaving. He's like, "Hey, that guy's fat." He did it twice. Motherfucker caught me on the way in and the way out.
So they get you.
He's a piece of shit.
It's a drive-by. It's a drive-by insult.
And it's always like the 4 or 5 or 6-year-olds or whatever.
He fucking got your ass.
Their moms
fucking got you.
Their moms are always hot.
Like, hey, look at that fat fuck.
Yeah.
And then you stuff your fucking face. He's like, hey, Mom, he's even fatter now.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He caught me both times. And it's like both times the mom is always like, shh. We don't say that. Bitch, do something about it.
Because that is a terrible...
Spank his motherfucking ass.
Because that is a terrible parent. Now, okay, I won't say terrible parent, but that's a parent that hasn't told them.
Fuck that freckled 4-eyed bitch.
That is a parent that has not told them to not judge anybody and say it out loud. I mean, you can think whatever the hell you want because thinking is not mean. Like, thinking it is not mean. You can think whatever the hell you want. As long as you don't say it, doesn't matter what the hell because it's your thoughts.
I don't know. I don't give a shit. They can say whatever they want.
But those parents are the ones that don't tell their kids not to judge people, regardless of what they look like. Yeah, Ryan might be fat.
I don't give a fuck.
You're not supposed to say anything.
You can say whatever you want. Just don't let me fucking hear it. Don't say it out loud.
Now,
don't fucking scream at your mom and be like, "Hey, Mom, that guy's fucking fat." And be like, "Bitch, meet me outside. I'll punch you in the face." I'll punch a little kid in the face. I don't give a fuck.
Now what I do...
I got new boots. I'll curb stomp a bitch.
Whoa, no.
Fuck that motherfucker.
We're not gonna curb stomp. We're not gonna go American History X on anybody. We're not gonna curb stomp a kid.
I'll punch you in the face and take your cookies, motherfucker.
Jesus.
And your balloon.
Calm down. Chill, bro. So, what I do is, or what I used to do, is when a kid would walk by the table and would stare at me, I'd stare right at him and I'd flinch on his ass. Like, I'd jump right at him.
Yeah, and then the parents turn around like, what the fuck are you doing?
That kid would rear back like, and he'd take off running towards...
You'd do it to like a 6-month-old babies and shit. They'd be looking at you.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
No, because if a baby looks at me, I'm sitting there going, hi, and they stare at me.
We'd be sitting at like a Chinese buffet at fucking college or whatever, and this baby be staring at you on the way out, and you just be like, fuck him, like, jump him and shit, and that baby's eyes get real big.
Like, what, motherfucker? Yeah. No.
He's just a little baby.
No, it's kids that it's kids that know better. I mean, once you get a certain age, you know better. It's kids that know better that would say something. Now, I'd flex on his ass, and he'd jump back real quick and run to his parents. Yeah, sometimes parents looked at me, but they didn't realize what the hell happened. I just keep on walking. I thought it was hilarious.
I don't know. It's fucking bullshit.
I'm teaching them I'm fucking mean mugging the shit out of them just to teach them, like, look, don't be a bitch. Basically.
Break their fucking nose, teach them a lesson.
Well, stop. Fucking stop. We don't endorse hitting children on this fucking podcast.
Huh? I'm not hitting kids. What the hell are you talking about?
We just talked about mean mugging the fuck out of children, and you're talking about fucking hitting a bitch and stealing his cookies.
I'm not hitting anybody that don't deserve it.
You're a fucking idiot.
Fuck them.
Stop.
Run you over my truck.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
One less piece of shit that grow up in society.
They're like 8.
So?
You're crazy.
Ruining Instagram.
You're not allowed to say certain things on the podcast anymore.
They're the people on that TikTok and crap. Freaking letting China steal our information. Now they got goddamn diseases and shit coming over here. I sound like a fucking real Republican piece of shit, Nina.
You sound like a real Republican.
They got their goddamn diseases coming over on these boats, I tell you what.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say God. I mean, them gosh dang immigrants.
Yeah.
That was my chew.
Yeah, we don't talk like that, people. But that's some serious shit coming. That's already over here. But
that's fucking crazy.
That's some scary stuff, honestly.
Well, people are talking like it's...
They said it ain't been this bad since like the fucking SARS.
What about Ebola? Like, what happened to that? Ebola, if somebody touched you, you're gonna die. Like, in 2 weeks.
That was different. That was
but it's the same thing. It's airborne, and it's through people. It's airborne. Like Ebola is airborne, and you literally touch something.
I don't know how quick the Ebola thing went through, but this is a week.
Basically,
this shit has happened in a week.
No,
they are building an entire hospital for these people that are infected.
But see, Ebola
in 2 days.
Ebola when it happened, it doesn't take long.
I feel like it's Africa, so it's a little bit different.
It's still Ebola is still a thing. Like, it didn't go away.
Yeah, but I'd say less flights from Africa come here.
But the threat of Ebola in the United States and other countries, nobody talks about it. Like, it's still a thing. It is 100% still a thing in Africa and other third world countries like that. It's still a very common disease. And you don't hear about it anymore.
Yeah, but I know
this fucking virus. It's like the swine. Why? People got swine flu.
Yes, but you know why? It's because that's Africa. Africa and China are totally 2 different places. Chinese people.
Let's be honest. China is fucking dirty. Like, it's disgusting. It's gross.
We all know it's dirty.
They're overpopulated. There's a lot of people. There is an immense amount of people there. In this one city in Wuhan, China, there is 11 million people.
Mm-hmm.
That is more than half the... Like, I don't even know how many people are in Indiana. Like, I don't even know how many. But 11 million people in this one city.
Well, I've told you before, there's how many people? There's like some odd million people in downtown Tokyo, and that's more than the entire state of Texas or whatever.
It's a couple billion.
Anyway, and that's downtown Tokyo. But what I'm saying is like those are 2 different separate. The Ebola thing and this coronavirus, and the Ebola thing was
it's coronavirus, not corona. It's not beer.
It's corona.
It's coronavirus.
coronavirus.
No.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
That's what I said, coronavirus.
Not corona virus.
Who gives a fuck?
It's not beer. Okay, there is 6.67 million people in the state of Indiana.
Okay.
There is more people in that fucking city in China than there is in the whole entire state
China's a country.
of Indiana. This is a city.
Oh, okay.
Wuhan, China is a city.
Oh.
There is 11 million people just in this city alone.
Right.
That is that is almost twice as many people as there is in the entire state of Indiana.
I don't know. I just know it's a big deal. And it's different than, like I said,
it's probably the size of Indianapolis.
I don't know. It's different from the whole Ebola thing, because the Ebola thing was in Africa. Africa is, I don't know if China's a third world country. Africa is definitely a third world country. But where that shit was affected there's less flights coming from Africa to America than there is from China to America.
Look right here. There is 11.9 million people in Wuhan, China.
Also, there's an awful lot of money in China, and that's why, because they closed the Forbidden City because of this shit, and they're losing.
How the fuck are you gonna close something that's forbidden?
What do you mean?
How are you gonna close something that's forbidden?
I don't know. They usually are closed because they're forbidden, but there's a lot of tourism that comes there to the Forbidden City. Like, they've lost so much money that they've had to ask the government for money for their tourists because they're losing. It's a big tourist attraction over there.
Right. So the square miles of Wuhan, China is 3,280 square miles. The square miles of Indiana, the state, is 36,418 square miles. This is a tenth, less than a tenth. The city of Wuhan, China is less than a tenth of the square miles in size of the state of Indiana, and there is almost twice the amount of people. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
Not to mention, you got all these people coughing on you and shit. There's no way for you not to get sick.
Yeah.
No way.
That's why it's over here in a week. It's been a week.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, in the city that I live in, there is a lot of Asian students that come to the college. It's a very popular destination for Asian students. It's a good college for Asian students to get a good education. Let's be honest. They don't know how to cover their mouth.
What are you talking about? They wear masks and shit?
They wear masks, but that doesn't mean that most of them don't know how to cover their mouth when they cough.
Okay.
That's how the shit spreads, bro.
I don't think this is a covering the mouth issue.
I'm not racist at all. I'm not racist at all.
I'm not saying nobody said you
But
were.
as a people, that is too many people to have in a certain area and not expect something to happen. The ground, where this actually happened was in a live animal and seafood market. So the animals aren't dead.
They don't know where it happened at.
No, that's where it happened. I watched the video today. The ground zero of the Wuhan coronavirus happened in a live animal and seafood market.
I don't know. They said they didn't know where it came from.
They said
it could have came from animals, like
it's coming from animals.
Yeah, like beef, chicken, and pork. Which there's like a giant percentage.
But see, in this video, they said the most possible one is this. It's a live animal, so the animals aren't dead. If the animals were dead, the virus wouldn't be able to be passed around.
I know. Well, I'd believe it because there's like a giant percentage of the meat that we get in the United States is from China. Because that's where a lot of places in the United States get their meat. But I know they were saying that could be from snakes. And then they showed a picture of a lady biting the head off a bat. And they said it could have came from that. She's fucking just Ozzy Osbourne and a bat in a local restaurant. And they just eat bats. So they eat the weirdest shit. So there's no wonder that, it started there. I mean.
Right here. Chinese wet markets. And they are live animal markets. So if the animals are dead, they can't really spread the disease because it comes from live animals. So I believe that there is a major market inside the city of Wuhan that is called
Is that a fucking dead guy? Or is he just chilling out sleeping?
Your guess is as good as mine. So the Wuhan coronavirus outbreak started in a Chinese wet market where livestock and poultry are sold alongside animals like fish and other types of animals like that for food.
And they're completely soaking wet like a porn flick.
I don't know why they call it a wet market, to be honest with you.
Because it's all wet. It's like under a bridge somewhere.
So they just have random slabs of meat hanging up. They're not refrigerated.
There's a mirror and all their eyes closed in that picture. Look, that guy's eyes closed, her eyes are closed, his eyes are closed. That's it.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. Okay. So, the SARS outbreak in 2003, so basically, they're not like our markets. So in these wet markets, they put people around live and dead animals, dogs, chickens, pigs, snakes, civettes. I'm not sure what a civette is, and a lot more. So there is contact with these animals, dead and alive, and the people, and everybody's packed together in this one city that is a tenth of the size of Indiana, and there's twice as many people in it. There's no way for people not to get sick. And it's literally, that's probably the biggest hotspot for disease. It is,
Cody.
Okay, if you come in my kitchen in my house and I'm making chicken or some kind of raw meat, I sanitize the sink. I literally take an antibacterial wipe and I wipe down the inside of the sink because I open all my meat packages inside the sink to decrease mess. I sanitize the sink afterwards. They're touching raw meat. There's raw meat hanging from hooks in the air.
Yeah.
There's shit everywhere. There is literally bacteria and viruses everywhere. It's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen.
No, Cody, why are you explaining it to me?
I'm not explaining it to you. I'm just talking to you.
I know.
I'm telling you.
I get it. I mean,
right. I know you get it. But some people might not.
90% of everything that has ever been fucking created disease and virus-wise probably came from China.
Let's be honest. Let's say somebody's got the flu and you literally tell them to cough in your fucking face. What's the percentage of you're not going to get sick? That's literally, basically, that's that market. That it's them every day, basically. If somebody's got the flu and they're too inconsiderate to stay home until they get better, you're going to get sick. I mean,
don't know.
It sucks that it's happening. I don't think it's going to be as bad of a problem in the United States because our healthcare is better. 2, we don't have near as many people. And 3, we don't leave raw meat hanging from the fucking ceiling in the middle of the open. Like, I'm not just going to go to the fucking market and
butcher shop,
get a slab of fucking meat hanging from the goddamn ceiling. No, not a butcher shop. It's in a freezer in a part of the fucking store where bacteria does not grow. Bacteria does not grow in a freezer.
I get it. I just don't know what point you're trying to make. You're just like rambling on.
That's a podcast. You talk.
I know.
We've been doing this for a long time. I'm talking to you.
I get it, Cody.
And I've had a few beers.
So it's I just know the biggest thing is that China's really hurting because like all this shit happened during their Chinese New Year. So they say that they're going to try to extend the New Year holiday because they're trying to keep people there and not let the virus spread. So they extended it. Like they're checking people every day with these scanners. I don't know if it reads your forehead or something.
It's a forehead thermometer.
But
it's an alternative for babies because at a certain age of babies you have to use a rectal thermometer still. So this is actually a forehead, so it's less likely to spread sickness to people. So instead of washing something that comes from the person's mouth, it's just a suction cup. It sticks to their forehead. And
they're not even, when I saw it, they're not even touching these people's foreheads.
Well, it tests their temperature, basically, is what it is.
Anyway, so they're just trying to extend the New Year to keep people there and keep people, I guess, just in the area to keep everybody, quarantined and all that stuff to try to control the virus. But it says here that 56 people have already been were killed by the virus, and that's just in this area.
Well, that ain't enough to make a fucking dent.
I know, but it says here that more than
Did
3...
you fart?
No.
I smell shit. I smell straight shit. Are we in Wuhan?
I don't... Jesus Christ. Anyway.
I smell shit.
I smell anything.
Did you poop?
Oh.
Are you the poopatrator?
No, I'm
We're
not.
in a fucking fish market, ain't we?
No.
We're in a wet market. We're in a wet market right now.
I did fart.
Ashton, where you at? We're being punked.
Yeah, I did.
We're in a fucking Wuhan wet market right now.
I did fart. I'm just lying.
You're you piece of shit.
Anyway, it says there's been...
God, that fucking stinks. It smells like crab meat.
I didn't eat crab.
I know, that's the worst part.
Anyway, so it says they're really hurting on tourism. I guess they usually have about 3 billion trips to China, I guess, during their New Year's tourism holiday. And I guess it's been really down. So they're kind of hurting. But it's affecting a lot of people and it's fucking scary. But just, I guess, just make sure. They say that the symptoms are flu-like and shit. So I guess you basically shit your brains out and then it can turn into respiratory illness and then affect your brain and then you can die if you don't catch it soon enough. And also the fucking cold that this year has been fucking people over too. So just watch out for that shit. It's good to get your flu
big
shots,
thing, guys.
but
I don't know if we have any listeners in China. Don't buy the meat that's hanging up in the air. Don't do that. It's stupid. It's just kind of dumb, guys.
gotta eat. All right, let's
don't
fucking
get
move
your
on.
pet. Don't get your pet from a wet market either.
Let's fucking move on. I'm tired of talking about this.
Speaking of big things happening right now, did you hear that The Biggest Loser is coming back?
No, I don't give a shit. I'm more worried about I'm more focused on them 1,000-pound sisters. I guess they're trending right now.
1,000-pound sisters?
Yeah, have you not heard about them? It's a new TLC show called 1,000-Pound Sisters.
Did you know? Going back to The Biggest Loser, because I want to talk about this real quick. Did you know that Jillian Michaels is not going to be in this season as a host?
Okay.
It's going to be Erica Lugo, which was one of the trainers.
Did you know that them people do that show and like suffer through all kinds of shit, and then like 80% of them just end up becoming fat again?
Right. Bob Harper. Did you know that Bob Harper had a heart attack last year?
Who the fuck is Bob Harper?
The dude, there was Jillian Michaels and then Bob Harper. That guy right here. So did you know he had a heart attack last year?
Okay.
It said in the commercial. I don't know.
Probably from Coke.
Probably. And then Steve Cook, right, who's right here, which I actually know who Steve Cook is. He's very known for his Big Man on Campus. To me, personally, he's known for his Big Man on Campus workouts. So if you have never heard of Steve Cook, go check him out, ladies. He's definitely a hot piece of ass. So,
he's cross-eyed. His one eye's going this way, the other eye's going that way.
Well, he'd kick your fucking ass, so shut the fuck up. He'll send you to Wuhan.
I don't know who any of these people are. I don't know why you asked me.
So people, if you're into some workouts, the Big Man on Campus, particularly pertaining to guys, Big Man on Campus workouts, they're great. Ladies, go check him out. He is a jacked individual. Erica Lugo, she is a fitness trainer. And she is absolutely beautiful. So she is a bona fide weight loss inspiration.
Really?
After reaching a peak weight of over 300 pounds, she made a decision to change her life. She has lost an incredible 160 pounds in just 2 years, which is amazing, particularly for women, because naturally women have a higher body fat content and weight is a lot harder to lose. So a 300-pound man and a 300-pound woman, if you stand them side by side, the woman definitely looks like she weighs more than the man, depending on the body style and type.
That's a huge bitch.
Stop that. So she has actually owned and ran a fitness boutique in Dayton, Ohio, which is awesome. So that's right next door to us, the state next door to us. And she's been featured in the Women's
It's like
Health.
4 fucking hours away.
It's still in the state right next door to us, Ryan.
Right fucking next door. Yeah. All right, let me go borrow a cup of sugar right now.
I guarantee Erica Lugo does not eat sugar. So she has ran and owned that, and she's been featured in the Women's Health magazine, and she's helped people of all shapes and sizes heal their own hells from the inside out, which is great. So looking forward to that. I still have cable, so I definitely might tune into this season. Do you remember back in the day when we were younger, when we were both ginormo fatties? Do you
fuck you mean used to be, or like do you remember being?
I'm not a ginormo fatty. So
I fucking am.
I know you are.
All right.
Poor bastard.
Shut up.
So do you remember when we were going to do the Twins edition when they had that episode?
No, I remember you being when you wanted to be the new fucking Jared from Subway, and then he was diddling kids, and then you changed your fucking mind real quick about that.
I quit that years before Jared got found.
Yes,
I did.
Fuck no.
Yes, I fucking did.
No,
Yes.
you did.
Oh, yes, I did.
You were like, I'm gonna be the new Jared from Subway for like 2 fucking weeks, and then it's just like Jared from Subway caught with child porn. You're like, and I was like, hey Cody, I thought you were gonna be the new face of Subway. You're like, not anymore. So yeah, ate your own fucking words on that. Oh my god, that was hilarious. I'll be new Jared from Subway.
Jared Fogle went to prison in 2015.
Okay.
Okay, so Jared Fogle went to prison in 2015.
Yeah, but he got caught 2 years before that.
No. It's 2015. He was a spokesman campaigning from 2000 to 2015. So he got caught. They dropped him the day that they found out that happened. So in 2015, he got dropped from spokesman. That's when he got caught in 2015. I started my weight loss. It'll be 4 years. Wait, I need to think about this.
Done caught yourself in your own trap.
It'll be 4 years in June. Yes, it'll be 4 years in June.
Okay.
4 years in June. So that was a year later. Because I was going to be the new spokesman of Subway. So it was after he got caught. So I started in 2016.
You said it was going to be you said it was going to be 4 years in June.
Yeah. In June, it was
so you wanted to be the spokesman of Subway
after
he was diddling kids.
Yeah, because I don't touch kids.
What makes you think they would hire another guy after their first one flopped after 15 years?
Look at me. I look great. Like I look like a nice guy. So did he.
Yeah.
Besides that point, I don't touch kids.
Yeah, and he was fucking behind in kids with his meatball sub, so he was showing them. Yeah.
Showing them what?
He's showing them cookies, man. Showing them cookies.
Okay, let's quit talking about this.
So I got some chocolate chip cookies.
See, here's the thing, though. I did it for 2 weeks. I actually did the Subway diet for 2 weeks. I ate a 6-inch for lunch, and
them kids ate 6 inches.
Shut the fuck up. A 6-inch for lunch and a foot long at night. I actually did do it, and I didn't eat breakfast. So it actually did work. I actually did lose 15 pounds in 2 weeks. But besides that fact, it is, if you're on a budget, it is not the thing to do because you have to go to fucking Subway every single day. 2, one thing, okay, the main reason why I lost weight, and I see that now from years of experience and practice and knowledge, that the only thing I did with my diet is that I decreased my calories. And when you decrease your calories and you change the way you eat completely, it shocks your body, which gives that initial weight loss. You lose all that water, you lose all that initial weight, so you actually shock your body. That's what happens. Like when you change up your diet and you lose weight, it shocks your body from its normal routine, and you also decrease your calories, so your body basically starts to burn all that because you don't need it anyway. So that's basically what happened. I lost 15 pounds. It did work.
Right.
But it was just decreasing my calories, which is what I do now. It's no different than what I do now. It's just eating better than what I used to and decreasing those calories. So it does work. If you want to eat Subway every fucking day, by all means, go ahead if you got the money to do it. If you're on a budget, just eat regular fucking food. Normal food, not from a box. Just eat regular food and you're good. You're 100% good.
Yeah, boy, get them fresh greens. Hard to catch them kids when you're big as a house.
Jesus. Let's quit talking about touching kids. Let's not talk about that.
Why?
Because it's not a good stuff. Yeah, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't be talking about it at all.
Right.
No, you fucking idiot.
Jared be like, hey, kids. You know what that is? Me spanking that ass. Okay, we're done.
Yeah, we're definitely fucking done.
So what's up?
You might have to edit that out.
Nah.
That's fucking terrible. So, bringing it back to New Year's resolutions.
What?
We're bringing it back to you changing the way you eat.
What?
How's it going?
Good.
How good?
Like, okay.
like okay, how? Like, what have you done to change? What are you doing now that you did differently? What are you eating now? Or how much weight have you lost?
I mean, I haven't really changed the way I eat because I eat okay. But,
okay, so what have you done to change?
I walk every day after work.
And have you lost any weight? You seen any progress? Is walking easier now?
I didn't that first week, and then now I've lost, I think 10 pounds so far. But it's been, I don't even know how long. What, 3 weeks now?
It has been since January 1st. Yeah, it's been just over 3 weeks.
Well, I didn't start till that Monday, so it would have been like
the 3rd. on the 6th. So
6th,
yeah, it's been 3 weeks. It'll be 4 weeks officially tomorrow.
Yeah, so I lost 10 pounds so far. I didn't see anything.
3 weeks. It'll be 3 weeks tomorrow. Sorry.
I think I gained like 2 pounds that first week, and then now I'm actually starting to build up my whatever you want to call it,
stamina,
endurance, stamina, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and now I'm actually seeing a little progress. But I'm
so
fine.
It's not you're not building up. It's not building up stamina. Would be when building up stamina. And when it comes to exercising, you're getting used to the fact that your body is doing that every day. So is walking easier to you now?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right. So, and then doing that every day constantly and eating healthy.
I was out of shape as shit. I walked fucking a half mile if I was going to fucking die.
Right. How far are you walking now?
Like a mile and a half. I walk a half mile on my lunch and then another mile after.
That's awesome. So like 30 minutes a day?
It's like 40.
40? That's pretty good. That's good. So, and then doing that every day, changing the way you eat or whether you're continue to eat healthy, that's what speeds your metabolism up. That everyday use. That's actually what happens. And me, since I didn't have a resolution, so that's awesome. Lost 10 pounds. That's fucking great. That's great. So just keep it up. I asked Mom today. I said, "Hey, how's your?" Because you gave her your Diamond Dallas Page yoga DVD, and
it's DDPY, bro.
Sorry, Diamond Dallas, DDPY.
Yeah, the seniors edition.
So I asked her today. I said, "So how's your New Year's resolution going? Or how is your DDPY yoga? DDPY going?
DDPY, bro.
How is your DDPY going?" And she said, "I just get really bored with it." I said, "How the fuck you get bored, Mom?" I said, "It's only been 3 weeks."
Because she does it every day.
No. I said, "When's the last time you did it?" She goes, "Last week." She goes, "No." "Yeah, it was last week." I said, "What day last week?" She says, "Thursday." Okay. I said, how many days did you do it last week? She goes, 2. I said, "Well, didn't you do it every day?" She goes, "Yeah, there's just not much you can do because Mom, because she's older, she has started out in the, they have a chair version, which I highly recommend for
seniors and people with limited mobility.
Right, which is awesome. If you have parents or grandparents that have limited mobility, highly recommend. It's great. It'll get them from out of a chair to standing, and they'll lose weight, be happier, and they'll actually be able to have a lot of mobility after that. So I asked her that, and I said, "So, how'd you get bored with it if you're not doing it?" And she goes, "I don't know. Maybe I just must be lazy." I said, "Maybe."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Oh, what happened? Did you, she's like, "I just feel like it's not enough." I said, "Is it not enough, or you just don't want to do it?" I said, "What?" I was trying to talk to her. I was kind of being a smart ass.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm always a smart ass with our mother, because I think it's funny when she gets mad at me.
Says the guy whose fucking head looks like a giant penis. You dickhead.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
So I was trying to be mad, but I'm trying to challenge our mom because she really she has these goals for herself, and she wants to get healthier and more mobile because she was a year ago, and then life gets in the way, and she backtracked a lot, and she's not
by life gets in the way, we means hostess. Hostess fucking got in the way.
A hostess is well, no, actually no, hostess. Yeah, somebody actually owns hostess now. I forgot. So yeah, little Debbie got in the way. She's kind of an asshole, a bully. But no,
bitch, little Debbie.
Her
saggy titties.
So life gets in the way. I understand that, and people are busy. But so she has backtracked, and the fact that when people get older, people tend to deteriorate faster if you're not healthy. So she's trying to get back to that and back to the way she used to feel. We wouldn't have a problem going somewhere with Mom, and we would walk for miles a day, and she'd be just fine. Now it's a little different. We have to take those precautions now and think about when you go somewhere with her, on how much walking there is and stuff like that, which I have 100% faith in her. To be honest, I really do. And I told her, I said, if it gets boring, change it up for yourself. Don't expect it to change for you. If exercise gets boring to anybody, I mean, you have to make it fun. If you can't make it fun, then there's no point in doing it. I
know. You better hope she don't listen to this fucking podcast. You talking bad about her like that?
I'm not talking bad about her. I'm not talking bad about her at all.
It's like, we can walk for miles and fucking now we just got to be like, blah, there she is.
I think she would, personally, I think she would honestly agree.
Love you, Mom.
No, personally, no, I love you to death, Mom. I really do. And I think, honestly, she would agree.
It's a good thing she don't listen to this show.
I really do think she would agree with me.
Well, yeah, everybody would agree with you.
But I even get bored.
That's the difference between saying it and doing it.
Right. But I myself even get bored with exercising sometimes. And I have to change it up for myself. I have to, instead of just regular weightlifting and walking on the treadmill, I do a kettlebell workout, or I go for a run, or something like that, or go for a hike. I love hiking. Love being outdoors. Just, you got to switch it up. Because if it gets boring for yourself, you're not going to want to do it. And if you try to go full bore, 100% at the beginning, you're going to burn yourself out and you're going to hate it. You're absolutely going to hate it. So I recommend, if you're struggling on your New Year's resolution, instead of working out and eating right, try eating right. Because eating right is harder than working out. Trust me, it really is. It might not seem like it, but it really is. It's a really hard to eat right for 24 hours instead of go on a walk for 20 minutes. It is extremely hard. So I would recommend, instead of eating right and working out, try eating right. Do that for 3 months. Get it down. Know what you need to do. Then work out. Then exercise. Then do whatever you want. Go for a walk. Play with your kids for an hour. And do like kind of a kid workout with them. I mean, it's easy how you can exercise. It really is. So don't get bored. Switch it up. I have to do it all the time. Just get out there and do it, because only you can do it for yourself. And trust me, it's hard, but once you do it every day for a little while, it's easier than you think. Some people think it's terrible. Some people really do, but it's a lot easier than you think. Right. I'm talking to you too, bitch.
You done with these words of wisdom? I got to pee.
Yeah, I got to pee too.
Fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson over there. We'll be back.
I am not Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I don't ever fucking claim to be. So you shut up, bitch. And we're back.
Yeah, we're back from pee break.
Post pee and brand new beer, completely full. Haven't drank out of it. 18th Street Brewery, Devil's Cup, Pale Ale. God damn, I love this shit.
Yeah, I'm drinking Urban Underdog American Lager. It's not too bad.
I mean, I've had 18th Street Brewery before, but I've never had this, and I seen it yesterday in a store. I don't know if listeners out there or anybody, we have a store in my town called Lucky's Market. It is a health food. It's a progressive health food store that literally has everything. I mean, it is what makes fucking America awesome. Honestly, they have a cafe in there, which I've never been to until yesterday. Because they are closing, I'm very sad. So if you have one in your town, and you've never been, or you haven't been in a while, by all means, please go there. It's awesome. It's great. If it's not closing down, good for you. But rest in peace, Lucky's in my town. I'm forever fucking sad because it's one of my favorite stores to go to. But in the cafe there, you can get 2 slices of New York style pizza and a pint of beer for $6 fucking. You can't get that anywhere else. And just buying a pint of beer, and it's craft beer, by the way, alone, it's only $2. Since they're closing, everything's 25% off. So with that discount, I drank 2 beers and had a couple slices of pizza yesterday, and the beer was $1.54. That's fucking ridiculous for awesome craft beer, which is also from Great Lakes Brewery, by the way, which I've reviewed one of their beers before. It was the Edmund Fitzgerald Porter, I believe. Great beer. I had a couple of those, some slices of pizza, fresh made. So that was what I did yesterday, basically. So if you have a Lucky's, please go to it. I know people who live in my city that listen to this podcast. Please go to Lucky's before it closes. It closes sometime in the middle of February, so please go. But if you have one...
Or don't, because it doesn't matter because they're liquidating everything.
They still have really good deals, and it's an awesome place. I got... Here's something that's fucking awesome. They smoke bacon in-house. So when they're smoking a batch of bacon in there, when you would walk in, everything smells like bacon in that place. It smells like smoked bacon all through the store. It is amazing. So I bought 2 pounds of apple pie smoked uncured bacon yesterday, and I cannot wait to fucking try it. They had a huge discount on meat. I bought 10 pounds of chicken for, I don't even know, a fraction of the price you could get it somewhere else. And everything's a quarter of the price, or 3/4 of that price, too.
Yeah, that coronavirus chicken.
My girlfriend and I went with me also, and she bought all the wine. Let's just say all the fucking wine. I think she picked up 4 bottles.
She's a prime rib.
Yeah, my girlfriend, she's prime rib. But it's funny that Ryan says that. My girlfriend, when I first met her, she was drunk.
First time I met her, too. Well, I knew who she was.
Right.
First time hanging out.
At my old job, where me and Ryan Ryan and I worked together, she also worked with us. So the first time that I realized that she had a thing for me, my girlfriend
was... It's better if I tell the story.
Right, my girlfriend was drunk, and she was talking shit because...
Let's just say she was shit-faced, and Cody was over talking to two other women
whom I work with that are my close friends.
Yes. And Cody was talking to 2 other women, and Cody's girlfriend now was interested in him, and she was upset that he was talking to the other 2 women. So she would say shit-faced, she was shit-faced, and she'd say, "Bitch, I'm prime rib. They fucking McDoubles. He should be over here talking to me." And she said that for like 2.5 hours, and it was some of the funniest shit.
And then Ryan came over to me, and he said, "Dude, she got a thing for you," because she actually went to the bathroom, and he's like, "Cody, she's got a thing for you." I was like, "Who?" And he says, "Cheyenne." I said, "No, she doesn't." He goes, "Yeah, dude, she's been talking about you for fucking the past hour." I was like, "Seriously?" He goes, "Yeah." He's like, "You better get over here." I was like, "Okay." So I went over there, and the 2 girls that I was talking to, who are my friends that I work with in my current job, my close friends, she was drunk for one, which didn't help her jealousy, but she kept calling herself the prime rib roast minister, and they are a couple of McDoubles from McDonald's. And why am I over there talking to them?
Somebody got a hell of fucking ego whenever they're drunk.
Very, very, which I believe is everybody. I think everybody's very egotistical.
Oh, yeah, that's one thing I never got is people get all bent out of shape and shit about people saying stuff whenever they're drunk. Man, they're drunk. They don't know what the fuck they're
talking I'm just about. Happy to be somewhere when I'm drunk. I hate buzzkills. I hate people that get very serious when they're drinking. You
know what fucking pisses me off? Whenever you're hanging out with a bunch of friends and people you don't know, and like one of them has a girlfriend that laughs like a fucking donkey, and then it just fucking kills your goddamn mood.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. I've experienced it multiple times though. When you
just don't want to know. You just don't want to say any names.
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't know their names. But just be like, "Oh, hey man, what's up? What's up?" And you just, you say a joke or something.
So a girl's terrible laugh kills your buzz.
Oh God. And you say a joke. And you're all like, "Ha!" And she's just like, "Ooh, ooh." And like out of nowhere, and you're just like, yeah. Bye.
So guys, if your girl has ever If you've ever gone to a bar and she's got that ego and she is your prime rib roast minister, you better fucking latch onto that and you let her know that you're interested too, because you will lose it if you don't. I was lucky and I had the opportunity and I took it, and now I've never been better with this girl, with Cheyenne. So by all means, guys, if your old girl is your prime rib roast minister, you fucking get on that and you let her know that you're interested too. Because if you don't, you're gonna lose it, and you might never have another fucking chance. Honestly, if that night with Cheyenne there, if I didn't tell her that I was interested too, probably never would have had a chance. Like, I would still be here single right now. I would never have ever been involved with her, probably. That is the game of chance. You have to take the chance. If you don't, then you never know what the fuck happens. I'd rather shoot and miss than never shoot at all. Let's just say that. And I'm talking about, it's a metaphor. I'm not talking about shooting bodily fluids. I'm not talking about it. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Nowhere, because nobody gives a flying fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway.
So what did you do last night? You had something interesting to tell me.
Oh, I got drunk last night. Because I've told people on here before, I've quit down on my drinking. And I haven't drank since New Year's Eve.
You sound like Bert Kreischer when you say that right now. I've quit down on my drinking.
I have. But the last time I drank was New Year's Eve, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get drunk. I didn't go to work Friday. I took off Friday because I haven't had a day off since October. So I didn't go to work Friday, and I just hung out, and then I got up Saturday, ran in town, went and got some booze, little groceries and shit, fucking got vodka soda and a 4-pack of beer, came home, and then I started drinking. I don't even know what time, around 5 or so. And I was like, I'm going to start cooking dinner. So I got shit-faced on vodka sodas. And it's crazy how quick I got drunk from not drinking, in a month or whatever. I only had like 3 drinks. But the thing is, my 3 drinks were 32-ounce vodka sodas. So they're in that 32-ounce Yeti. That's how I make my vodka sodas. That's how man does it.
That's how Bert Kreischer does it. He makes Bert Kreischer vodka sodas.
I was doing that bullshit way before he did it. Anyway. That's fucking, it's stupid to make little glasses when you can just put it in one big one and just keep the variations. So anyway, I did that, and I made barbecue chicken in my air fryer. That was some good fucking shit. I tell you what.
That's some good shit, brother.
I had air fried barbecue chicken and a salad for last night after being drunk. I didn't eat all day either. So it was delicious.
Do you feel good? Do you feel good, as good as I do when you fast?
Yeah.
Do you feel really like? I mean,
it was weird because
your energy's up.
Yeah.
You feel you can think clearly.
Well, like I had breakfast this morning and I feel like shit. Like I feel like taking a nap.
Okay,
right
now, when it comes to fasting, people, if you have hypoglycemia, if you have high blood sugar, if anything about your blood sugar is off at all, do not fast. I do not recommend it. I would recommend talking to your doctor about it. Maybe you could partially fast throughout the day for 4 or 5 hours. Maybe. But I do not recommend it. So please do not try to fast if you have high blood sugar problems or problems without eating. Because there is no food when fasting. It's just water. Water, coffee, or tea with no sugar. There is no calories whatsoever besides coffee or tea. So please do not do that. But no, when I fast, I feel incredible. My mind is clear. I feel energized. I feel great. I intermittent fast every single day, and I try to once a week for 24 hours, which I've been doing that for years. And I feel great. So I'm glad to know that you also feel the same way. Like you can think and you feel energized. And when you eat though, after a fast, you don't.
Well, yeah, we came out of the same pussy. We think alike.
No, we don't.
What? Yeah, we do.
I don't call people C words. So when you
that doesn't mean shit.
So when you when you come off a fast, do you eat the calories to make up for that day, or do you eat a normal meal?
I mean, sometimes it gets away from me, but I try to just eat something regular. That's like I went vegetarian for a week there last week. I went vegetarian for a week there last week.
Eat a lot of eggs?
Huh? I didn't eat any eggs.
Oh, no. You gotta eat eggs, man. Vegetarian's eggs, brother. You gotta eat eggs.
Well, I mean, I just say vegetables and I fucking shit like a goose for a week.
Do you know why, though? Because the reason why
the fiber.
It's probably your body's lack of adjusting to that fiber, but it's also your body's lack of eating like that. Your body will always tell you when something's different. So let's say you go off of carbs. You are going to basically fall asleep for at least 2 to 3 days because your body's adjusting to having no carbs.
Right.
When you switch up to going vegetarian and you're straight vegetables and just animal byproducts instead of animals, you will shit. You'll feel like crap for a few days, but then after that, you'll be fine. But you have to do it more than a week. You really can't see a difference if it's not at least longer than a week. But it's your body saying, "Hey, something switched up. I'm going to adjust to that," and your body will adjust, and you'll be fine.
Right.
So
I don't know any information.
I did vegetarian for 3 months, and I felt fucking fantastic. Like I wish I've thought about doing it again. If I wasn't lifting weights and working out so much, and I have to get a certain amount of protein, I've thought about going vegetarian again because I felt fucking amazing. I was running 3 days a week, which I never do that at all. It was just really hard to get enough protein. But now that my knowledge has increased over the past year, I know better ways to get plant-based protein. But by all means, if you guys want to go vegetarian for a week, fucking do it. It's just don't eat any animal byproducts. The only thing animal-based you can eat are products of that. So eggs, cheese, milk, you can have that. Just no meat. And my personal opinion, an egg per capita of the size of that food, it is probably one of the single most healthiest things you could ever have in your life. I eat eggs almost every single day, and I feel fucking amazing.
I don't know.
Because I've been working out. I've been exercising at least 6 days a week, and I feel great. I've been on a regiment because I'm trying to get to my goal weight. I think I've said that on an earlier podcast, but by all means, if you want to go vegetarian again, I would honestly do it. Like, it's fucking great. Or if anybody else wants to, by all means, go ahead. But I'm done with my rant. Go ahead.
Fuck you. That's all you've done all day. Anyway,
That's what happens when I have alcohol.
Right. Let's get into some news stories here. And by the way, people, just a Surgeon General warning out there to everybody, we're not fucking doctors. So anything you hear or, anything we say, it's good just not to try it at home. When in doubt, ask a doctor or Google it because we don't know what the fuck we're talking about sometimes. And you've listened to this podcast. If you're a fan, you've listened to this show. We say some stupid ass fucking shit. So it's best not to take it at heart and don't play this show in front of your kids because they'll be scarred for life. All we do is talk about child rearing shit.
We are not doctors or dietitians.
No shit, so, I just fucking said that.
Right. I'm agreeing with you. I agree. We are not doctors or dietitians. So if you don't want to take this to heart, please do not, because by all means, I do not have the knowledge of a doctor, but I do know what has worked for me, and I do know from learning from other people that have known things such as nutrition and health and wellness that have been doing it longer than me. So if you want to try something that I've said on here, by all means, go ahead. If you start to feel like you shouldn't be doing it, please do not keep doing it. Please do not injure yourself or neglect your body. Don't do it. Please don't. Because
do you listen to Dr. Drew's podcast?
No.
Because you're Dr. Drewing this shit up. All right?
There's nothing wrong with Dr. Drew. Don't be talking shit about Dr. Drew.
I'm not. We're moving on, people.
Basically, what I'm saying is, don't do what I say if you don't want to. If you feel comfortable with trying something that I've said,
right,
by all means, go ahead. Because I only know what I've done, what's worked for me, and what I've learned from people that also aren't, and they are and are not experts. So I've learned from people that are experts,
right,
and learned from people that aren't.
Right. You see me here, like, This is a microphone and this is me, right? This is not a mirror.
Yeah.
You're not talking to yourself, okay? There's another person here who doesn't give a shit.
There's another person here there's another person here that doesn't talk as much as I do. So
what I'm saying is you're boring as fuck.
I'm not fucking boring.
Anyway,
this is a podcast. As long as you keep talking, it's not boring.
Let's get into the news stories, people.
All right, we got some. Oh, sorry, I'm Ryan. News topics.
Anyway, so I don't know if have you seen the Firefest documentaries or anything like that. So if anybody's
I've watched both of them actually.
Okay, so if anybody's seen the Firefest documentaries, it was a scam. So it was supposed to be a festival that was ended up being a scam and conning people out of a bunch of money, a bunch of like Hollywood stars and celebrities out of a bunch of money. So the man one of the dudes who was behind putting this scam fest together, the Fire Festival guy. If you've watched the documentaries, you remember him. His name is Andy King. That dude is a fucking tool. He is such a prick. You watched the Hulu one, didn't you? Yeah. Now let me tell my story.
Okay. Sorry.
Anyway, so Andy King, he is a gay man. For those of you who don't know, and during
wait. Is this the younger guy that's our age?
No, Andy King is not the guy who put it on.
Okay.
Andy King is the guy who is the Evian.
Sorry,
guy.
I apologize to Andy King. I was talking about the young entrepreneur that thought of the thing that it got interviewed on Hulu because he is a prick because he's around our age. He's in his late 20s. So that dude's a prick. Andy King, I don't know you, so I don't know the other guy either. But Andy King, you're not a prick, but the other guy is.
Just shut up.
Okay.
Anyway, so Andy King is a gay man, and if you've seen the documentaries,
why does it matter if he's a gay man?
Because when I tell my story, anyway, so if you've seen the documentaries...
Wait, can we say gay man differently? Can we say he's a gay man, not a gay man?
Whatever. Anyway, so if you've seen the documentaries about the Fire Festival, he is one of the dudes who was talking about... So they needed Evian water for this festival, and customs would not let them import this water. So they shut up.
Jesus
I'm telling
Christ.
my fucking story.
So I'm asking. So he owns
He does
Evian?
not own Evian. He is part of the Fire Festival people.
So
just let me tell my goddamn story, and you will figure out what is going on, Mom. It's like watching a fucking movie with Mom, and you're sitting on the couch, and you gotta pause the shit, and she's like, what's going on with this? And they'd be like, well, they're doing this kind of crime, and they're trying to figure out with this fucking guy, and you gotta tell her details and pause the movie 4 or 5 fucking times when you're trying to watch it. So shut up, Mom. God.
The mom does definitely not need to listen to this.
Anyway, so
definitely does not.
This dude is part of the Fire Festival team who's putting it together.
Yeah.
They needed Evian water for this festival, $175,000 worth. And the customs would not let it go. So they said to this guy, Mr. Randy King, that you have to take one for the team. And everybody knows what that meant is because this man named Andy King is gay. They wanted him to suck the customs guy's dick to get this $175,000.
Right. I remember that from the documentary.
Right. Well, now this guy, Andy King, is the face of Evian now. Because of that whole sucking dick for Evian water. So they did a new commercial.
Evian water is pretty good.
So he posted it on his Twitter page. And if you want to go check it out, it's the real Andy King, or it's real Andy King. And he is in place for doing a Evian water commercial. And he is the new face of Evian water. So, and it looks like you have a chance to win one of the custom 10 Evian water bottles that they're giving away. All you have to do is follow the real Andy King on Instagram, leave a comment under the post, and tag a friend before Saturday. And it's already passed because this was Sunday. So I just got old shit. Anyway, so that is my story, and that's from Mashable.com if anybody wants to go
out of everybody that has been involved with
everybody who has been involved with Evian, he is a new face because he was going to suck a dick to get Evian water out of customs.
Basically, out of everybody that was involved in that scam of the Fire Festival, he pretty much came out on top and getting a lot more money out of it. Like, because honestly, the guy who was actually in charge of the Fire Festival, he is the one that actually kind of tried to force Andy King to suck a dick.
That's what I just said.
Right.
They told him to take one for the team. And by that means, he was supposed to go suck this guy's dick because this guy is gay, and he knows exactly what that means, that he had to take one for the team. I don't know if it's like, hey, Andy, you got to take one for the team, bro. Like they make this guy do, like they make him do it all the time. But, so, that's my fucking thing. It's Billy McFarland who's in jail.
Right, Billy McFarland and Ja Rule, the artist.
Oh, they ended up arresting Ja Rule, too?
Yeah, no, they did not arrest
I knew
Rule.
I thought he got out scot fucking free.
Ja Rule got off, but he was in trouble. And then the group Fuck Jerry, which is a group that produces memes, they got completely shut down.
Right.
So, because they actually produced the Fire Festival, and it was completely fucking fake. And then we talked about on the podcast the Harry Potter version when Sam Bob was here. Sam Bob Patrick. We talked about the Harry Potter version that just completely went fucking AWOL. Yeah. That was crazy too. Do you have any more stories you want to tell?
Yeah, so there's a new trend out there for people who have kids and they're on TikTok. So we've talked about TikTok before. It's a app, and all it is like you post kind of like little short skit music videos and stuff like that. Anyway, it's real popular in the teens and younger kids. So if they have a phone, just be aware because this is kind of fucked up. So bizarre TikTok trends. I don't think it's harmful. What the kids are doing now, it's boys. But so a bizarre TikTok trend sees men dipping testicles in soy sauce to taste it. So there was a article that was published back in 2013. And it was around like the cinnamon challenge and you got the Tide Pod challenge and all this shit. Well, there's a new one. An article that was produced back in 2013 shows that not only is it the tongue that has taste receptors, but also the testicles, your sack, gentlemen. So that surfaced and now it has resurfaced and people are trying it. So on TikTok, people are buying soy sauce and putting it on their TikTok of them rubbing or dipping their nuts into soy sauce. And they say you can actually taste it. And I have a video here real quick. Let me see if it'll play for us. Let's see here. Here we go.
Nothing like some monosodium glutamate in your sack.
This is the human anatomy.
Right.
But I'm not going to put it on my anus. I'm going to let my...
So let's speed it up here. So I guess this guy, he's sitting in his car, and I'll put the links up on our social media. This is from themirror.co.uk, and it shows a man who actually took some, put it on his finger, and just rubbed it on his sack. And he waits like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 seconds, and then he can actually taste the saltiness of the soy sauce.
Personally, I try to stay away from monosodium glutamate, which is MSG. Very personally, I try to stay away from that. So I think that putting it on your ball sack is way fucking worse than just eating it.
Well, they also say it's your asshole too.
Oh, perfect. Not only am I going to dip my nuts in soy sauce, but I'm going to take a wooden chopstick, dip it in fucking soy sauce, and I'm going to shove it up my butthole so I can taste the salt. Perfect.
That's fucking
perfect. Nothing like a salty butthole and nutsack.
Nothing like dipping your calamari in a little soy sauce, eh?
Yeah. Holy shit, that is crazy. And speaking of videos, I don't believe it is TikTok, but I do have a new trend that's going around, and it is these are TikTok. So teens are urged to stop putting coins in phone chargers for dangerous TikTok videos. So what is happening is teens are taking coins and the way your phone charger looks when it's plugged into a socket, they take this coin, they put it in between the wall and the phone charger, and it is actually shocking these teens. It's actually shocking these kids.
So they put it under the cover?
No. They actually take the coin where the socket plugs into the wall. They take that coin in between the phone charger and the wall. So it touches the actual prongs that go into the wall. So
that's not good because that's like putting a negative or a positive cable onto a negative thing like batteries or whatever. Whenever you hook up your car, you're connecting the positive and the negative is not what you want to do, and that causes an explosion. So that's what these people are. That's what these kids are doing basically.
Yeah,
because it's just like hooking up a battery wrong, like the opposite. It's like hooking up a battery in the opposite way. That's fucked up. Yeah, kids are stupid.
So basically, what they're doing is that's basically what they're doing. So, so they have been warned to not put coins into partially inserted phone chargers. Videos have been shared on the TikTok site in which people slide coins between a charger and a socket so that the coin touches the exposed prongs. The challenge can cause damage to electronics, but much more is actually injuring these kids. So firefighters were called to a Massachusetts high school on last Tuesday after students attempted the challenge, causing the plug socket to spark and smoke.
Oh, he's putting it in the USB part, ain't he?
No, they're putting it between the wall and the phone charger.
Right here, I got a video right here. Hold on 1 second. Keep talking.
So according to these actions, these are extremely dangerous things that the kids are doing. It can cause thousands of dollars in property damage. This could cause the entire building's electricity to short circuit, and you would have to have an electrician come and actually repair that. And it's also causing kids...
Here. I don't know if you can hear it.
Ryan has... Okay.
Damn.
Right, so that is a kid sticking a coin between the phone charger and the socket.
Let's watch it one more time.
I'm scared. Let me just put it in here. No, in the hole at the top. From the top.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing.
Yeah.
It's connecting the two pins, and they're just sliding it in there. That'll catch. That's a bad fire hazard.
So it's causing wiring. It can cause wiring problems. Also,
fire in the wall.
So the actual danger is also coming from kids that have tried this challenge on TikTok, and they are actually catching things on fire, including themselves. So there is a kid right here. This actually happened last year in 2019. A boy in the U.S. was badly burned after his friends set him on fire for a challenge. So these fucking challenges are dangerous. This kid did not catch on fire for this challenge, but he actually caught on fire for a previous challenge that happened last year. But it is getting fucking ridiculous. I mean, kids are eating Tide Pods. Do you remember the One Punch Challenge? Do you remember that?
I think we talked about this.
Yeah, kids would pick a random person in the middle of the street, on the sidewalk, walking somewhere, just nobody. I mean, this person did nothing to them. They would run up and they would punch them so hard to see if they could knock them out in one punch. That was the One Punch Challenge. And there was videos out, and there was teenagers punching elderly women.
Yeah.
They were punching elderly women to see if they can knock them out in one punch. That was the One Punch Challenge. And then you also have Tide Pods. You have the light socket. You have all this bullshit. Let me tell you something.
That shit where they put the cup on their lips and make their lips all fat.
Yeah, the Kylie Jenner lips, because Kylie had a plastic surgery, and they would literally sometimes they would be complete. They would honestly there would be permanent damage to that also, because it would actually burst the blood vessels in their lips, and they would be permanently swollen. They wouldn't go down.
Yep.
So
how'd your wife? How'd your kids?
So basically, I mean, your fucking kids. You need to pay it.
It's your fucking kids. It's
No.
your fucking responsibility.
It is parents' responsibility.
What
to
I'm
take
saying
care.
is just look after your kids. You can't keep them from getting on the internet and looking up all this stupid shit. But
Because
you
the
can,
internet,
you can keep
is,
them from doing it.
Right. The internet is fucking amazing. It is a giant source of information for people, young and old. It is an awesome resource that has never been like this before. But keep your fucking kids away from the stupid shit. And I mean, honestly, I think it's how we kind of sort out the idiots.
Yeah.
Like if your kid eats Tide Pods, you know he's a fucking idiot. So you know you're not going to enroll him in the fancy school. So later in life, he ain't going to Harvard if he eats Tide Pods, people.
No, he's not.
No. So just watch your kids a little more. If you can't, well, you're a terrible parent.
Jesus.
Sorry. So are we about time, or can we do one more?
No, let's get out of here.
Oh, let's do one more.
Oh my fucking god. Well, when we do one more and you talk, and then we'll be here all fucking day.
Ah, shut the fuck up.
I'll read this one.
No, you're not going to read it.
Why not? It's on the screen. I can read it.
No, because I'm not going to talk shit to parents, okay? So, basically what's going on...
This just in, everybody, a new discovery.
So, the National Weather Service has declared a state of emergency in the southern tropical states that basically from Louisiana to the Carolinas and all the way through Florida, iguanas are actually freezing.
They did this shit last year.
Right.
Yeah, I had shit and people. So iguanas are they're advising people that iguanas are falling from trees or high places or wherever they go and sleep because it's beginning to get chillier and stuff. It gets chillier and then it gets warmer during the day. So they're just advising people to watch out for falling iguanas. And this happened last year. And what it is iguanas are cold-blooded. And whenever it gets that cold at night, is they just stiffen up and they get hard and they fall out of where they're at. And then whenever they actually fall out, people were picking them up and going to eat them, and they were bringing them in their house. Well, what they would do is they thaw back out because they're cold-blooded. They don't die. They're like fish or frogs or crocodiles. As long as they can breathe, they're still alive.
Eventually they would die, though.
Huh?
Like, eventually the iguanas do die.
Yes, but I mean, whenever they freeze up like this, it's just because it's cold. They'll wake back up. Their heart starts back up like a frog in the winter, and people bring them back in their house, and then they thaw out and get warm, and then they run around their house and shit. So they're just telling people to don't pick them up, and don't bring them home, and watch out whenever they fucking fall.
So they bring them in their house in Florida.
That's what happened. That's what happened. It was people were bringing them home to eat them because it tastes like chicken. I guess. I'm guessing it was.
Does it though?
I'm guessing it was naturally Hispanic families in Florida, maybe. But that's.
No, I think it was. You see free meat, you take it.
But that's what it said on the news. Is they were bringing it home to eat it, and they said it on the.
I
kitchen.
mean, that's what happens in Wuhan. If pieces of meat's hanging up, you just take it home.
And like if your fucking kid found it, they would bring it inside, put it in the garage, and be like, "Where's it at?" 2 hours later, it fucking falls out and it's running around your goddamn house for 2 weeks.
Right.
So yeah, just.
So let's be honest. If iguana's loose in your house, there's a minimum of 2 weeks you're not going to find it.
Yeah. Them motherfuckers hide, and they are mean and shit, and they'll bite you.
It's a giant fucking lizard.
Yeah, and they're fast as fuck,
So
too.
basically, an iguana's heart actually, the heart actually stops.
It's a reptile.
Right.
That's what they
so
do.
once the temperature drops to below 45 degrees Fahrenheit, the iguanas go into a dormant or cold stunned state. They appear to be dead, but they are not. They remain breathing with critical body functions still operating. It's their body's way of protecting them. So once it gets above 50 degrees Fahrenheit, they actually start to wake the fuck up.
It's crazy because it's just 5 degrees. Like
Here's the thing, though. If that iguana drops from a fucking tree, it's obviously not hurt. But in the video I watched, this one city in Florida, it has not been this cold since the 1980s.
Right.
So that's global warming for you.
But I remember when this shit happened last year. So be advised if you live in the southern states, it gets, colder and shit. Just watch out for the iguanas and don't bring them in your fucking house, people. So
this quote is, so not everyone is concerned about the well-being of these iguanas, though. They are considered an invasive species, which they are. They are like deer in Indiana. They are everywhere, and they are ran over like roadkill, basically. They're all over the highways in Florida and the southern states. So basically, there are iguana hunters that hunt these reptiles for the invasive species reason. So I'm going to say this quote in my best Southern accent in Florida. So I do know that there are several iguana hunters that are looking forward to this.
You gotta say it right. Iguana.
Oh, yeah. I do know that there are several iguana hunters that are looking forward to this upcoming cold front as it will certainly facilitate them removing these invasive reptiles from the South Florida environment, as they will not be able to run away.
Because we're too fat and we can't chase them.
And the reason why I said run away is because it is in an exclamation point. So, if you see an iguana in a tree and it's frozen, watch the fuck out.
Take it home and eat it.
Yeah, take it home and eat it.
Because it tastes like chicken.
It tastes like chicken. Put it in the oven before it thaws out because it can't run out.
I just wonder if like somebody's like picking them up off the, like, you're like cleaning them like you're cleaning leaves out of your yard. You just got like a brush fire going and you just taking them and throwing it in the fucking fire and it thaws out in like 2 seconds. That son of a bitch is on fire running around your fucking front yard and shit. God.
Well, so what you do is you throw them in the oven in one of them turkey oven bags so they can't get out.
Oh, yeah. Put them back, throw them in a river. Like a cat. Anyway, so that is the episode, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks for every download, every like, every share, every whatever. Go follow our shit. We're out there. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, @thecummcast. Cody Cummings official on Instagram, Cum007 Ryan for me. I will put the beer of the weeks in the description now. I don't really have anything else. Just keep following our shit. Keep telling somebody about it. And if you have told somebody, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's all I got.
Also, guys, our awesome and personal friend, Sam Bob Patrick, who's been a guest on this podcast numerous times, this week he has actually posted the comedy album that him and I did together on YouTube. So go check that out. It is called Babyloni and Shrimp Dick. That is the comedy album name. And it is a wonderful artwork done by his sister. It is on Twitter @TrippinBunnies. So go check that out. And we are actually looking into his sister creating new artwork for our podcast. So look forward to that here in the near future also. So go check that out on YouTube. Thank you so much. Love the fuck out of you guys. Thank you to 18th Street Brewery for this awesome beer, the Devil's Cup Pale Ale. And we'll see you all next week. Love the fuck out of you. Thanks for listening. Share it. Tell a friend. Peace. We out, bitches.
And milk that pig. God damn it.
And remember, if a kid looks at you and you're fat as fuck, you fucking thug on him. You fucking flex on his ass. Flinch his ass out, make him cry to his mom, and watch out for those fallen iguanas.
Bye.
Bye.